The moment I saw that text on his phone, my world shattered into a million jagged pieces. "I love you too, babe," it read, signed with a heart emoji from a name that wasn't mine. My hands trembled as I stood in our quiet apartment, the place where I thought we were building a future. I'm Emily, and this is the story of how his betrayal broke me, and how my revenge left him speechless. I met Jake 3 years ago at a coffee shop. He spilled his latte on my sketchbook, laughed, and offered to buy me a new one. That clumsy charm won me over. Soon, we were inseparable: movie nights, late talks about our dreams, promises of forever. I was an artist, pouring my heart into every canvas, and Jake was my biggest cheerleader. He'd say, "You're gonna light up the world." I believed him. I believed in us. Our apartment was small but ours, filled with my paintings, his vinyl records, and Polaroids of our adventures. I thought we were happy. But looking back, there were signs I ignored. Jake started staying late at work. His phone was always face down. He'd brush off my questions with a smile and a kiss on my forehead. "You worry too much, he'd say. I wanted to trust him, so I did. Until that night. It was a Tuesday, and Jake was in the shower. His phone buzzed on the counter. I don't know why I looked, call it instinct. That's when I saw it, the message from Sarah. My heart stopped. I scrolled, each word a dagger. Messages about secret meetups, stolen kisses, plans to figure things out. He'd been living a double life while I painted our future. I sank to the floor, clutching the phone, tears burning my eyes. How could the man who promised me forever do this? What had I missed? I didn't confront him that night. I couldn't. I needed to understand why. But what I didn't know that day was that his betrayal would spark something in me, a fire I didn't know I had. This wasn't just about a broken heart. This was about taking back my power. And trust me, I did. The days after I found those texts were a blur of pain and pretense. I kept quiet, smiling through dinners while my heart screamed. Jake acted normal, laughing about his day, kissing me goodnight. Every touch felt like a lie. I'd lie awake, replaying every moment of our relationship, searching for the truth I'd missed. Was I not enough? Had I been blind? The questions tore me apart. I started digging. I wasn't proud of it, but I needed answers. I checked his phone when he slept, found more messages, photos, even hotel receipts. Sarah wasn't just a fling, she was his coworker, someone he'd been seeing for months. They'd meet during his late nights at the office. He'd told her he loved her, that I was just a phase. A phase. 3 years of my life, reduced to a word. I confronted Sarah first. I found her on social media, sent a message, "We need to talk about Jake." She called me, voice shaky. "I didn't know he was serious with you," she said. "He told me you were breaking up." Her words hit like a punch. Jake had lied to us both. Sarah was hurt, but she wasn't my enemy. He was. I could have screamed at Jake, thrown his things out, but that felt too easy. He didn't deserve a quick fight. He deserved to feel the weight of his lies. I started planning. I stopped crying, stopped doubting myself. The pain was still there, but it fueled me. I wasn't the naive artist anymore, I was a woman with a mission. I leaned on my best friend, Mia, who became my rock. "He doesn't get to break you, she said. "Show him who you are." I began gathering evidence, not just for me, but to expose him. I saved screenshots, emails, everything. I even found out Jake was using company funds for his secret dates, risking his job. That was my opening. The hardest part was pretending. For weeks, I played the happy girlfriend while plotting. I'd smile as he talked about our future, knowing I was about to rewrite his. Inside, I was raging, but I held it together. I remembered something my mom once told me: never let a man see you break. I wouldn't. Not until I was ready. By the time I was done, I had everything I needed. Jake thought he'd played me, but he didn't know the game had changed. I wasn't just going to walk away. I was going to make sure he'd never forget me, and never betray anyone again. The day of my revenge was quiet, almost poetic. Jake was at work, thinking he'd gotten away with everything. I'd arranged a meeting with his boss, a no-nonsense woman who valued honesty. I presented the evidence, receipts, messages, proof of his embezzlement for his secret life. I didn't need to say much, the truth spoke for itself. By noon, Jake was called into her office. He was fired on the spot, his career in ruins. But I wasn't done. That evening, I invited Jake to a gallery where I was showcasing my art. He thought it was a date, a chance to keep pretending. The room was packed, friends, colleagues, even Sarah. My final painting was unveiled, a massive canvas titled Betrayal, depicting a broken heart with Jake's lies woven into the strokes. I took the mic and told my story, not with anger, but with strength. I spoke of love, trust, and how he'd shattered both. The crowd gasped, Jake stood frozen, speechless. Sarah stepped forward, adding her truth. His lies unraveled in front of everyone he knew. He tried to speak, but no one listened. He left, head down, alone. I didn't need to scream or fight. I'd exposed him in a way he couldn't escape. That night, I felt peace. Not because I'd hurt him, but because I'd reclaimed myself. My art, my voice, my heart, they were mine again. Jake's consequences weren't just a lost job or reputation, they were a mirror showing him who he'd become. I heard he moved away, starting over. I hope he learned something. Looking back, I realized this wasn't just about revenge. It was about standing up when someone tries to break you. Betrayal cuts deep, but it doesn't define you. I'm still painting, still dreaming, still believing in love, but now, I trust myself first. If you're listening, and someone's hurt you, know this, your strength is your power. Don't let their lies dim your light. Mine's shining brighter than ever.